Have you ever felt utterly helpless in the face of a loved one's distress? Perhaps a cherished pet, lashing out in fear and confusion, leaving you with a profound sense of sadness and a dozen unanswered questions? Today, we're going to share a truly remarkable story that reminds us even the most troubled spirits can find solace in the most unexpected ways, and that sometimes, the answers we seek aren't found in grand gestures, but in the quietest of harmonies. Arthur Pendleton, a man who, in his twilight years, found solace in the simple routines of life, understood this helplessness all too well. He'd always believed in quiet dignity, in the firm handshake and the unwavering gaze. But when it came to Jasper, his magnificent golden tabby cat, all his well-honed principles dissolved into bewildered frustration. Jasper, a rescue with eyes like melted butter and fur the color of a sunset, was undeniably beautiful, but deeply troubled. He hissed, he swatted, he hid, and any attempt at affection was met with a swift, painful scratch. Arthur had tried everything: gentle coaxing, tempting treats, even expensive feline behaviorists. But Jasper remained a fortress of fear. It was a sadness Arthur carried, a quiet ache that his beloved companion lived in such distress, seemingly unreachable. Share in the comments if you've ever experienced the challenge of connecting with a fearful animal. What happened next was something no one could have anticipated, a moment of quiet understanding that defied all expectations, and set in motion a chain of events that would change lives forever. In a world that often rushes and shouts, where the loudest voices seem to dominate, sometimes it's the quietest among us who possess the most profound wisdom. And, as we're about to see, it's often those quiet voices that speak the loudest to hearts in need, especially those that have been hardened by fear. The annual Pause for a Cause pet fair was a bustling affair, a cacophony of barks, meows, and human chatter. Arthur, in a moment of desperate hope, had put up a considerable reward, a hefty sum for anyone who could sit peacefully with Jasper for 5 continuous minutes. It was a last-ditch effort, a challenge born of both love and exasperation. One after another, well-meaning individuals tried and failed, their attempts met with sharp claws and angry cries. The air buzzed with disappointment, a collective sigh for the seemingly untamable cat. Then, a small figure emerged from the edge of the crowd. Her name was Lily Vance, a quiet 12-year-old girl with a thoughtful gaze and a gentle demeanor. Lily experienced the world with a unique rhythm, often finding comfort and expressing herself through the melodies she created. She understood, in a way most adults didn't, the subtle energies that flowed between beings, and how even the faintest sounds could hold immense power. Instead of approaching Jasper directly, Lily found a quiet spot a few feet away from the table where the golden tabby was huddled, his eyes darting anxiously. She didn't speak a word, didn't try to coax or tempt him. From her pocket, she pulled a small, silver harmonica, its metallic gleam catching the sunlight. She simply sat down on the ground, her small form unthreatening, and began to play. A simple, undulating tune, like a lullaby woven from moonlight and whispers of gentle rain. The usual fairground noise seemed to fade into the background, as if the very air paused to listen. Jasper, who had been a tense, unmoving ball of fur under the table, slowly, cautiously, lifted his head. His ears, once flattened in aggression, twitched, then swiveled towards the hauntingly beautiful sound. The tiny, melodic vibrations seemed to bypass his fear, bypassing the instinct to defend, speaking to something deeper within him, a forgotten corner of peace. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, his body softened. He shifted, uncurling slightly, his golden fur catching the light as he lay there, listening. The 5 minutes passed in a silent understanding, a testament to a connection forged not through touch or commands, but through the pure, unadulterated sound of a gentle heart reaching out. Have you ever noticed how animals respond to music? Tell us your experiences in the comments below. As the gentle notes filled the air and the crowd watched in stunned silence, something truly remarkable began to unfold, a testament to the unspoken language between beings, hinting at a deeper story waiting to be told. Sometimes, what we perceive as raw aggression or stubbornness isn't a true reflection of a being's nature. More often than not, it's a shield, built layer by painstaking layer, protecting a heart that has known fear and pain. Understanding this crucial distinction is the first step towards healing, and for Jasper, that understanding came from a very insightful source. Dr. Evelyn Maeve, the local veterinarian and a longtime friend of Arthur's, observed Lily's quiet triumph at the fair with keen interest. She'd known Jasper's vague, troubling history, whispers of neglect, a previous home where he was likely mishandled before landing at the shelter, and eventually with Arthur. "Arthur," she said gently, her voice soft but firm. "Jasper's anger isn't malice. It's fear. He's been hurt, and he's built these walls to protect himself." Dr. Maeve understood that aggression in animals is often a desperate cry for safety, a reaction born from past trauma. Lily, with an intuition that seemed to transcend words, understood this implicitly. She didn't approach Jasper with grand plans or forceful training methods. Instead, she chose patience and respect. She would simply sit for hours in the same room as him, sometimes reading softly from a worn book of poems, sometimes just being present, allowing her calm energy to fill the space. She learned from old journals belonging to her late mother, who had a similar, almost magical gift with animals, that building trust wasn't about grand gestures or quick fixes, but about consistency, unwavering presence, and an absolute respect for boundaries. Lily continued to use her harmonica, often just leaving it on a nearby table as she sat, allowing the gentle sound to be a quiet, constant invitation rather than a command. She never pushed, never tried to force contact. It was a slow dance of trust, two souls communicating in a language beyond human speech, each understanding the other's need for space and safety. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, Jasper began to shift. He would occasionally emerge from his hiding spot, his tail now slightly relaxed, his eyes less wild. He might even nap within sight of Lily, a silent acknowledgement of her unwavering, non-threatening presence. This quiet understanding, this gentle persistence, was slowly but surely weaving a new tapestry of trust for the golden tabby, one quiet moment at a time. The most profound transformations often begin with a single act of kindness, a quiet ripple that expands outwards to touch countless lives. And as the bond between Lily and Jasper deepened, what began as a personal triumph over fears soon blossomed into a much larger mission of hope. Weeks turned into months, and the golden tabby, once a symbol of untamed fear, now sought out Lily's gentle company. He would purr deeply when she was near, a rumbling sound of contentment that Arthur had never believed he would hear. Jasper even allowed Lily to stroke his soft fur, a small miracle that brought tears to Arthur's eyes. It was a testament to Lily's unwavering patience and the power of understanding. Witnessing this profound transformation, Arthur Pendleton felt a significant shift within himself. His initial frustration and despair had been replaced by a deep sense of humility and a burning desire to help other animals like Jasper. He realized that the challenges he faced with his cat were not unique, and that countless other creatures suffered in fear, simply because no one had taken the time to truly understand them. Inspired by Lily's unique ability to connect with even the most traumatized animals, Arthur decided to use his resources for a greater cause. With the steadfast support of Lily's wise grandmother, Beatrice, and the invaluable guidance of Dr. Maeve, they established Sunny's Haven. Named in honor of Jasper's sunny fur and the newfound hope he now represented, the sanctuary became a refuge for other traumatized felines, those deemed unadoptable due to past abuse, severe fear, or misunderstood behaviors. Arthur, once the bewildered owner, became the sanctuary's most passionate advocate, dedicating his resources and time to creating a safe space where empathy and patience were the guiding principles. Lily, with her quiet wisdom, her ever-present harmonica, and her profound understanding of unspoken animal needs, became the very heart of Sunny's Haven. She was a beacon of understanding for every fearful paw that walked through its doors, proving that every cat, no matter their past, deserved a second chance at a life filled with trust and love. Consider supporting your local animal shelters or rescue organizations to help more animals find their forever homes and experience their own second chances. From $1 million challenge to a haven of healing, the journey of Lily and Jasper reminds us of the extraordinary power of compassion and the quiet language of the heart. leading us to our final message of enduring hope. The story of Lily and Jasper is far more than just a charming tale about a girl and her cat. It's a gentle, yet profoundly powerful, reminder that some of the most enduring connections are forged not through force or demands, but through the quiet acts of empathy, unwavering patience, and a genuine willingness to truly listen to the unspoken needs of another. It's a testament to the idea that every living being, no matter how troubled their past or how deeply ingrained their fear, yearns for safety and understanding. Lily's unique gift, her innate ability to connect with Jasper on a level far beyond words, didn't just calm a frightened golden tabby. It blossomed into a living legacy of hope. At Sunny's Haven, fear is slowly but surely replaced with trust, and the painful echoes of aggression give way to the gentle murmur of contented purrs. This wasn't merely about healing one animal. It was about opening our own hearts to a deeper understanding of the incredible, complex creatures who share our world. It teaches us that often, the answers we seek in others' behaviors lie not in what we do to them, but in how we are with them, with kindness, patience, and boundless compassion. If Lily and Jasper's journey touched your heart as deeply as it has ours, we invite you to explore another heartwarming video on our channel about the incredible, often surprising, bond between seniors and their companion animals. Their stories, filled with mutual healing and unwavering companionship, offer further inspiration on the profound impact animals can have on our lives, especially in later years. You can find that video linked right here. And if this powerful message of gentle connection resonated with you, please consider sharing this story with someone in your life who might need a little reminder of the extraordinary power of compassionate understanding. Your support, by sharing, liking, and subscribing, truly helps us share more tales of hope and healing with the world. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes, the most profound changes begin with the quietest of melodies.